Hello everyone, I'm Sarah of Rich Textures Crochet and welcome. Today we're going to learn how to crochet the herringbone double crochet stitch. Now if you tuned in last week, we learned the herringbone half double crochet. This is with a double crochet stitch, so it's a little bit taller. It's a little bit looser in your fabric, although you still have this solid look. And one final thing to note about this is once you work your foundation chain and begin working your herringbone double crochet stitches, you will find that it spreads out quite a bit. So for instance, if you take a look at my herringbone single crochet and the herringbone double, both have 30 chains in them, but my herringbone double is about an inch longer than the herringbone single crochet. So it does spread out quite a bit. It's quite airy, quite roomy, the same on both sides. Today for our tutorial, I'm going to be using a little bit of a worsted or medium weight yarn. This is the Heatherly yarn by We Crochet and Knit Picks, and you'll find a link to it down in the description. I will also be using a 5mm or an H8 crochet hook. Also down in the description, you'll find a direct link to the free written instructions for this pattern if you wish to follow along. They're on richtexturescrochet.com. And one more thing down in the description, if you enjoy learning new crochet stitches, you may wish to check out my crochet stitch book featuring 102 crochet stitches with large photos, large text, lots of color and texture. You'll want to check that out. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. So thank you so much for joining me. While you're here, I invite you to take a look around. Don't forget to subscribe. This channel is updated every single week with free crochet patterns and stitch tutorials. Let's grab our hooks and yarn and get started. Our stitch today is worked in rows. We're going to start by making a slip knot. You're then going to work a foundation chain, and for your foundation chain today you can use any multiple of stitches. You'll just want to be aware that we will have a turning chain 2 at the end of each row. So for this first foundation chain you may wish to add an extra 2 chains to it, depending on your project. So today I'm just going to go ahead and chain 20. Once you have that foundation chain worked, you're going to begin right off the bat working your herringbone double crochet stitches. So what we're going to do is we're going to work into the third chain from our hook, and you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into that third chain, yarn over, draw up a loop, and draw it through the first loop on your hook. You're then going to yarn over and draw through one more loop on your hook, and then yarn over and draw through 2 loops on your hook. This is your herringbone double crochet stitch. We're going to repeat this in each chain all the way across. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, draw up a loop, draw that same loop through the first loop on your hook, yarn over, draw through the next loop on your hook, yarn over, draw through 2 loops on your hook. Repeat all the way across. The fabric that this stitch creates is going to give you lots of drape. It is reversible, but it still gives you that solid look as well. I'm just going to continue working all the way across. You may notice as you're working, your stitches are going to have a slight slant to them, or they're going to appear to be on the diagonal. But we will straighten that out when we come across. I'm almost here in my final stitch. Once you've worked that final stitch, you'll find it's a little bit crinkly, slanted. Just pull it out a little bit and it'll straighten out for you. You're then going to chain 2 and turn your work. Your chain 2 is not a stitch, so you're never going to be working into it. You will be working into the stitch at the base of that turning chain. So into this first stitch at the base of the turning chain, work your first herringbone double crochet stitch, and then repeat working it all the way across. I'm just going to continue working across here to the end of our row. I find the herringbone double crochet stitch just gives your stitch a little bit more of a delicate look than a straight up double crochet. So it's a great alternative if you're looking for something to give your project a unique look. So when you come all the way across, just remember your final stitch is that final herringbone stitch. Do not work into the chain 2. At the end of your row, chain 2, turn your work, and repeat. And that's all there is to working this herringbone double crochet stitch. So thank you so much for joining me. Once again, I invite you to subscribe. Take a look around. This channel is updated every single week. So I look forward to seeing you again. Until then, happy crocheting. Bye.